am blown away by how much I hear this comment from other real estate agents. It is hilarious to me. And so I'm going to make a video because sometimes I want to go off on a tangent and say, are you serious? Do you really mean that in today's technology and where we sit? Really? Okay, interesting. And then I try to hear them out, but I never want to talk at them. So I figured, let me make a video about it just to maybe help some agents out there. That has helped me for the last X amount of years that I've been doing the business. I say X because been in it for 30 years. I stepped out for 6 years, got back in it 10 years ago, which is part of the reason I'm making this video to where I'm at now in 2025. Here is what I hear from other real estate agents. It blows me away. I've heard it lately from new agents, and also about a month ago, I heard it from seasoned agents. Well, I've never done social media before. I don't even know how to do it. I don't like to do it. I don't like myself on camera. I just don't want to take the time to do it. Then what are you going to do? What are you going to do to market yourself is what I want to say. And many times I'll have candid conversations with them nicely if they welcome that in. So what is going to be your strategy to attract buyers and sellers and to get leads? What is it going to be? You tell me a good strategy. And believe me, I'm not saying this is the only strategy out there, but if you want to go door knock and send postcards and this and that, that can be effective, absolutely. But as a new agent, do you have the money to pay for the postcards? Do you want to get out in the Florida heat and door knock, which many people do, and I think it's awesome. When I got back in the business 10 years ago, after being away for 6 years, did full-time ministry, I sat down on my computer, and so much had changed in 6 years. And I thought, how do I start to generate business where we are? Now, this was 2015, right? How much has technology increased in the last 10 years? A lot. I sat down and I started making a Facebook post. Well, let me at least tell people I'm in the business. And it kind of just snowballed from there. But it blows me away. So many agents, and again, man, I'm telling you, I've heard more the last 12 months than ever before is I don't really have a presence. I don't really want to get online. It's not something I've done. I don't really know if I want to do it. I hope it works out for you because here's my prediction. If you don't have an online presence today, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, whoever's watching this video, I don't know how you're going to make it, right? I'm just going to call it straight up. How are you going to make it? How are you going to let people know who you are, what you do, what you're marketing, what you're buying, what you're selling, what your clients think about you? How are you going to communicate that to them? If you've got thousands of dollars to spend a month, which most agents don't, whether you're seasoned or new, especially the new agents, right? You better have 6 months savings in the bank when you first start this business, okay? But do you have thousands of dollars a month to spend in advertising and marketing? If you do, then don't worry about doing the online stuff. I say that tongue in cheek because that's still not true. 5 reasons every real estate agent needs an online presence, and there's so many more. But I've just got to kind of get this off my chest onto video and encourage those agents who are sitting on the sidelines and just not sure. By the way, put a comment below. If you want to book a call with me, I'd love to chat with you. Brian Stevens, eXp Realty. Would love to connect you about real estate, about eXp Realty, about our coaching program, you name it. I'd love to connect with you on this. Number one of the basic things that many of you know, this is nothing that's going to be earth-shattering, but things that I'd like to reacquaint you with and hopefully open your mind up to if you've never thought about this before. The first thing is buyers and sellers, where do they start? They start online. They start right here. They start looking online with different search portals such as Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, Redfin. There's a bunch of great search portals out there. 90% of the buyers start online. And I would even argue, this was a stat I found, but I think it's probably more like 98%. If you're not visible online, you're not going where other people are searching. So buyers and sellers are grabbing their phone, they're on their desktop computer, and they're looking online when they start to look to buy a house or even sell a house. Absolutely 100% that's what they're doing. Always, always, always. So where do you want to go? Now, years ago when I started the business, People would, I don't even have anything around here. People would grab a newspaper, right? That's how they used to look up homes for sale, what's for rent. And they look in there. We had these little, I'm dating myself, but that's okay. I'm kind of proud of that. They would open up in our case, the Lakeland Ledger. That's our local newspaper, still around. It's about this thin now because newspaper really, you get it. They would post, hey, home for sale, or we'd run a little ad this big of our little mug, or call Brian Stevens, real estate agent, whatever, and our phone number. That's how, and we used to have to pay to do that. That was the method of advertising because everybody before online came around was looking in the newspaper. That's where you went. The yellow pages. I had an ad in the yellow pages. I love my yellow page ad, man. Let me tell you what, I did get a little bit of business from that. But I was going where people were looking to hire a real estate agent, to look for a home for sale. All buyers and sellers are starting online, y'all. That's where they are. And if you're not online, you ain't in the market. They don't even know you exist. Tom Ferry says, don't be a secret agent. Don't be a secret agent. Raise your hand. Let people know I'm out here. I would love to serve you as a buyer or seller or client or answer your questions. I would love to educate you. I'd love to help you in this market. You need to let them know that you're out there and you would love to serve them, right? So if you're not online, hope that works out for you, okay? Get online. So important because that's where the people are looking. You go to where they're looking. And here's the thing. I'm not suggesting that you pay to play right now. If you want to pay to play and do some Google PPC, or if you want to get in there and do some paid SEO, that's awesome. That's great. You don't have to do that as a new agent or as a seasoned agent. When you start to get online, and I've got so much more to expand on this, which I can make another video and be happy to talk to you about. But just know this, online is what's happening. That's thing number one. Buyers and sellers are starting online. Number two, you get 24/7 lead generation. Your website that you get, hopefully you're getting one with your brokerage, your YouTube videos, your Facebook posts, your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, wherever you are, all these posts are working for you even whenever you're sleeping. They're bringing in leads around the clock. I can tell you personally that my Facebook page is great for local market assistance and tips and listings and all that good kind of stuff. My YouTube channel is evergreen. It's going to generate leads for years to come because those videos stay. YouTube has been amazing. And I'm part of a group here at eXp Realty that has YouTube training like no other, and which has really helped me build my YouTube channel over the last, say, 3 years, that now I'm getting inbound leads, people that want to talk to me about YouTube and about helping them out with buying or selling. So it's a constant 24/7 lead generation. It's working when you're not working. I don't know about you, but real estate agents, we work all the time anyways. We're kind of like doctors, right? Now we have to set up some boundaries, but I can tell you right now, as a realtor, you need to be available. Now you need to have a life also, and you have to figure that out, right? But being online, lead generation 24/7, if you're not on social media, if you're not online, if you don't have an online presence, you're not getting that. Number three, it builds trust and credibility. You're getting, people are seeing you and they're watching you. They're looking in your eyes. They're listening to what you say. They're looking how you handle yourself professionally. And they're thinking, could I trust that guy or lady? And do they have credibility? Do I feel like they've got some time in the business, or they've done enough deals to where they probably have some experience to where if I trusted them with purchasing my most expensive asset or selling my most expensive asset, that they would take care of me and then they would do a good job. That's what they're really doing. And when you are on social media, when you are on YouTube, Facebook, all the platforms we talked about, when you have an online presence, it builds trust and credibility. I can tell you this, we started doing Google reviews about 3 to 4 years ago. Side note, it is something we do after every closing. We send them a link and an email. And we've been working that for about 4 years, and we've got over 225 five-star Google reviews. That has taken a lot of years to build, but people look at that stuff. What do you do when you go into town and you're moving somewhere? What do you do to find a good restaurant, to find a good doctor? Any of these businesses, even a real estate agent, you name it, you go into Google, right? And you search for whatever service you're looking for. And if you're like me, I like to see how many reviews they have and if it's 4.5 to 5 star. Now, if they have 7 or 8 reviews, it's okay. Probably not going to go with them over somebody who's got 85 or 150, right? There's more people that's a little bit more credible to me. But I'm going online and I'm looking at reviews. So important. Google reviews is big time. Zillow reviews. There's a lot of other review sites. But again, this is all organic stuff that you all can work on by building your online presence. That it doesn't cost you any money, what I'm telling you to do. It's going to cost you some time. And you've got to be disciplined to do it. But I'm telling you, the payoff will be incredible. Side note on that Google review, I will text them a link that they can, on their phone, that they can go to it. They can review me. And then you always, always, always comment back. Thank you so much, Joanna, for that nice feedback. I really appreciate it. It was a blessing to be able to serve you and your family in the selling of your home, something like that. Always comment back. Google loves that. Number 4, when you're online, when you are present online, it's going to showcase your local expertise because you can do a couple things. You can highlight your city. You can highlight your neighborhood. Talk about your favorite spots you like to dine in, you like to hang out. You and your family going downtown, having a meal, walking around, in our case, Munn Park, going to Harry's, going to 1961, going to grab a Cuban sandwich, whatever it is. You want to be the local go-to agent. So when you are in the city that you are in, when you're highlighting a lot of the local hot spots you've got in your city, what's kind of new coming up, we had a place called Bonnet Springs open up a couple of years ago. We like to talk about that. It's a great place to take your family. So they will look to you as the local expert. Tell me about who your favorite plumber is, your favorite AC guy, your favorite roofer, whatever the case is. But the 4th thing is it showcases your local expertise. And number 5, it attracts more referrals and repeat clients. If you want to get referrals, online, business, repeat clients, you want to stay online. You want to stay top of mind with people so they think of you when they think about a real estate need. You've got to be top shelf aware. And you can't do it once a month or twice or every 2 months. You can, but you're not going to stay top shelf. You've got to be continually producing content, continually online. And it may sound overwhelming to some of you, but I can tell you right now, you start with baby steps. If you're thinking I've hardly even done anything on social media, Facebook or YouTube or what have you, you start with little baby steps. Say, I'm going to post once a week this week. For starters, I'm going to post on my story once a day. Next week, I'm going to go to 2 posts. You take stepping stones to build. So it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but you've got to be online to have a social media presence or an online presence, or else you're going to get lost in the sea. And here's the thing. When you're online, when you have an online presence, to me, you want to even that out over multi-sources. And again, I'm not spending a whole lot of money, if any, online to do any kind of SEO stuff. I've got a little bit with my website, but not much at all. But what I found in my personal case is having a well-rounded online presence with Google reviews, with Facebook, with YouTube, with Instagram. I've gotten leads from TikTok. Having a good website with a little bit of SEO to get some leads also. And so a couple other things too. But when you start to build a good foundation and a good base of that, it will really expand your business because everybody's not going to look in one place. But when you're on all these platforms, they start to connect with one another, and you'll see how God just kind of opens up the door for you to be in front of people to help people out. We get calls all the time. Hey, I found you online. I've been watching your videos. I've seen your reviews. It's different. In my case, for different leads that I get. But they're all great because they all want help and they found me online. Did I spend money to do it? Hardly any at all. Did I spend time to do these videos, to do these posts? Absolutely. And what? Time is money. You guys know that. But here's what I found out about new agents. If you don't have any money, what do you have? You've got time. You've got time to go do this. What are you going to do? You just going to sit around and surf Facebook or whatever all day? No, go make some videos. Go take some pictures of homes. Go share some other people's posts that give you permission to do that. There's so many ways to be creative online. If you're not online, I'm telling you, you're not going to last in this business over the long haul, because that's where we are. Can you imagine where we're going to be in 5 years? Here we are, 2025, and digitally you see our society advancing every day, leaps and bounds. What's it going to look like in 2030? I have no clue. But I know one thing, if you're not online, it's going to be hard to be in this business. So I hope this video has encouraged you. I hope this video will take you to greater heights. And again, I'd love to have a conversation with you. If you would like to have a Zoom meeting, be part of our coaching program, talk about eXp Realty, have any questions? I've been a seasoned agent for over 30 years. I would love to talk to you. I don't know it all. I know enough to be dangerous. And here's the thing. I know what is working for me and for other people in this marketplace. And I will tell you this. To me, we are at the very tip of the iceberg of this thing. There is so much more room to grow. It's not even funny. So this is really basic foundational information. Again, I hope this has helped you all. Would love to connect with you. All my contact information is below. I answer everything personally and would love to connect with you as an agent. Or if you're thinking about getting in this business, I've got another video that talks about 10 things you need to know before getting your real estate license. My name is Brian Stevens, eXp Realty. Thank you so much for jumping in. Hope you have a great day. Whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian.